Myself, Akshay Gunteti. I'm a traveler, an entrepreneur, and a climate change leader. So I started my journey with traveling, and then into entrepreneurship, and then now working against climate change. Uh, so I just want to start my talk by introducing people who made me here, like who made me what I am now. Uh, like supportive family, my family had me motivated me to live my dream life, and also supported me in various aspects, and they always motivate me. My dad always says live your dream life, and that has been best, because if you see in India, most of the families I see personally, they don't allow kids to do what they want. Like let's say they want to travel, or they want to do some course, or something in specific they want. If they want to become a passionate painter or something, they don't allow, right? So but I'm the one luckiest one. My parents let me to do whatever. So the basic should be be good, do good. That's what my dad keeps saying always. uh, and today it's a very special day for me, and because it's my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, dad. uh, So my childhood, because like every humans, the way they shape up, it begins from the childhood. How you were, what you stayed, what you study, and all. So for me, childhood has a big impact on me that shaped me. Uh, so childhood, like always passionate about learning new things, exploration, and in terms of like I'm more passionate about swimming, badminton, and cycling, and those most of the time I used to spend on that. And schooling is like one of the best thing. I'm fortunate to have to study in a school where we don't have books. I mean, we have books, but we are not dependent on books completely. We have most of the time we spend on laboratories. We have the reason for everything. We experiment the things, like we used to go to physics lab, and we used to research what is momentum. We used to measure the things, because that time I have other schools where my friends are studying, they are not aware. They just used to read the books and say that this there, but I have seen the things practically, and that made me understand the things. And that time we used to do study the research of Big Bang research, that is happening in Switzerland at the class of 8th. And there I had learned a lot of things which are practical. If you say ask what is atom, or not, other my friends don't know, because they just study in the books and they say it's in circular shape. But for me, I know the everything. I mean, I learned the way, and my perspectives changed completely. And during my college days, I had realization in life that everyone used to blame something. If there is a power cut, no, government is not going good, roads are bad. No, we used to blame, but why don't we initiate? I think that is something. Even like in 2 months, 2 years of my college life, in second year I realized why I should say someone, let me solve. No, let me solve why there is lot of water wastage in college. Let me save at least few water. And that how I thought, like let me not blame anyone. Let me be more responsible. And that was a more realization in life. And then I stopped criticizing others, and started, if even anyone criticizes, I started learning why do they criticize, so let's learn. So that was a good thing I have done. And after, like in engineering, I thought, like when I'm in third year, like let me explore the things, not just in a college or 30 acres or 40 acres of land, but let me travel across India, explore new places. And I started being like cycling, connected much to nature. And these are a few pics. uh, Here what I used to do is, like instead of just traveling, I used to work with NGOs at different places. So that made me understand in the process of creating the impact and the challenges, and how does the organization works. And during that time, and also it makes me I don't need to spend much time on traveling or staying in hotels. So I find the NGOs and say that I am good at this, and this is what I can do. Can you provide me a stay and food? So I used to volunteer for them and learn each and every organization. 1 month I traveled like Kerala. So 1 month I worked at one NGO, two NGO, and moved to other places. So it given me working different organizations. I've seen a lot of uncertainty. I've seen impact, and I've seen the other challenges, and also the why organization fail. So at the age of that time, I'm like very adaptable. I mean adaptable to learning new things, right? So I took like as much as I can and figuring out what we can do more. So that how exploration. And so my journey, like during my travel, like I got a concept of a dating app. No, let's build it. So because for me, more of experimenting. So I went back to college, and so I took one of my friend and went to Startup Village. Startup Village is one of the best incubator in India. It's in Kochi. So I went there and started. I got a team there after 2 months and started building it. And that time we are, it's a place where a lot of inspiration and innovation happening next to you. And we are also doing good, and we have a good technology team. And suddenly there is one guy who came and asked like, so what you guys are doing? We are entrepreneurs, and what problem you're solving? So I said like dating app. So he just had a small smile and said like dating app? Oh, seriously? Great man, you're solving a great problem. So after that, like 1-2 days, I didn't figure out, yeah, are we doing the proper one? And I went back and thought like, India, we have a lot of problems. We have many. We can solve using the technology, we can solve a lot of problems. We have a good team. Why a dating app? I know this, if I make an app, it might be click, but it gives me a money, but not what entrepreneurship is. So I went back to team. My team was like very smart guys and quick decision makers. So I told guys, if we make a dating app, it won't make sense. Maybe like within 1 year we might be successful, but the impact is not. We can't see ourselves as entrepreneurs solving the problems. And so that's how we stopped it. And being a strong technology team, we can't say that we want to build something. So our intention was to help startups. So we are still in the figuring out how we can help startups instead of the technology. And then the startup village, we can't, like that time the space was huge, because the incubator was a huge success. The people from across India moved to that place, and we need to pay for the space, like 5,000 each. We can't afford. So my friends are final year of engineering. They are studying Kochi University, which is next to Startup Village. And I went there, and I used to we used to go in the library, and we used to work from there. So where I thought like that how evolve, let's build a platform where, entrepreneurs can share the resources. Let's say someone in Kochi has some office where they can space open for new people or students who want to do something. So that's how they evolve. And then we started building this platform where, you can find like-minded individuals, and where they can work together, they can find the resources and all. But the thing is, we are good at technology, but we don't have the capability to help the startups. So then what we done is, we worked in different startups, understand the challenges, and then because we strongly believe that startups, super small startups in India or everywhere, can solve the real-time problems than MNCs. And what if we help them? We can give a good push-up, because in India, 9 out of 10 startups fail. So how we can help them to get more things done? So these are the platform we had built, where you can find like-minded people, like investors, mentors, co-working spaces, and they can easily help each other and grow together. So in this process, we need to know, like if you are helping startups, you need to know each and everything. You need to understand what are the financial problems, what entire in India, what are the ecosystem, what is government kind of support is doing. So a year back, I started an initiative called Indian Startup Tour. So the main objective is to understand the challenges faced by entrepreneurs, and what are the entire ecosystem is lacking of, what can be bought, so that we can apply the platform and make it improve. And we know the deep challenges based by entrepreneurs, so that we can help them full-fledged. The thing is, we are a team of with an ambitious team, and the second thing is we have a very big vision of to help entrepreneurs, help the startups, show the Indian startups a global map. But our experiences are very less. How we can, at the age of 22, how you can grow that way? So that how we started, the tour to meet entrepreneurs to understand the challenges. In a short span of a year, I started backpacking, and then I went on, okay, I'm meeting entrepreneurs. But the most of, if you see entrepreneurs, the mostly in India are influenced by parents. They won't get support from the parents, or parents worried if a kid want to, his son or daughter want to join some startup or start his venture own. Because most of the family is middle class family, and we don't know what their perspectives are. So again, I started on a cycle, and I covered like 4 or 5 cities, cities and villages, and meeting to the people and farmers and all. What if your son want to do business and all? So it made me, help me in understanding why do they stop the kids to go? Because of, in India, half of them are like middle class, and everyone are like doing everyday jobs, and whatever the income they are getting is sufficient for the day one. But they have assumption that if you want to start a business, you need money, or if you fail, you will get into the losses. So they stops, that was a major challenge. But they told that if anyone supports our kid or an incubation center, we are happy to encourage. So that was the inputs I get, and then I met with an accident, and I went like 10-15 days into completely depression, because like, what if I stop? My team is working on the product, and I was in the middle. So after that, I realized, no, the main objective is to continue the journey, to understand more, meet more people, government officials, and that how it made. Then I, using public transport, I covered 25,000 kilometers, and next phase is going to be like 40 cities covering north and northeastern region, where we'll be creating a report where it empowers governments and local communities and other stakeholders to take some decisions. And these are the few inspiring people that had been. She's a Pooja, and she's a young writer. She written a book of age of 16, and Amrit is a student kid still doing innovation. These are the people who are still in the school doing a lot. What we engineering or anyone can do, and age is not a factor. That's what I learned. And during my journey, I met a Jay Patel. He's a doctor and a visionary. He came back to India to do a lot for India and to empower a lot of youth, and how NRS can bridge the communities. So I've spent most of the time with him, 2 months, and learned a lot of things from him. And the knowledge I gained, like, is tremendous. So I always try to be with the people where I can learn a lot. And after meeting a lot of organizations, I came to know that these are all the big successful companies, all the startups successful. They have the few things in common. That is transparency, integrity, commitment, and accountable. I think every organization should be implemented this kind of thing where the success rate is high. And these are my ventures. This is the platform for entrepreneurs, and that is a village. So I work with the tribal community in Kerala where they make handmade clay jewelry. So along with him, I established a venture called Villages. So where we are trying to make the women independent and improve the kids' education, whatever the profits involved. And other is like workstay travel. We are creating co-working spaces at remote places so that people can travel and work simultaneously. And a rehabilitation center kind of thing, because most of the entrepreneurs feel a lot of pressure, so that they can go along there and brainstorm at remote places. So as of now, we have in Jaipur, and one in Kerala, and one near Bangalore. So we are doing good. And climate change, during my traveling, I had seen a lot of difference, and from one city to other city, and I have seen a lot of difference in terms of the climate and the people, everything. And the factor is the climate change is the biggest threat. because like people think that if there is a rainfalls, uncertainty of change in the temperature, people think that it's a natural thing, but all the factors we have been exploited had made me to the climate change. And people think that climate change is something, you know, it is a natural, but this happened due to the man-made issues, like, you know, due to the carbon emissions, due to the innovation we have done a lot, and due to the, you know, deforestation, where the entire climate ecosystem is damaged. And I was very always proud that, okay, I'm solving a place where I'm doing good, really doing good. But still, you know, the down the line, 50 years or 100 years, the human need to be face a lot of problems, because there will be a situation where we can't even survive. Even if we're doing a lot of innovation, if we don't have a place to survive, where that was a major problem. And then, so I started, like, I seriously about do innovation, I mean, to work on the climate change. Along with few scientists and all, I started an organization called Global Sustainable Energy, is to make more climate change leaders like me, and who works at grassroots level in understanding the future generations, because we may die in next 50 years or whatever, but our future will be affecting. If we educate them from the beginning, it will be like, we can give a hope to them that, you know, we can retain the entire ecosystem. And I got an opportunity to showcase India at a global level. And next year I'm going to Antarctica, so that I can work against climate change with the governments and bring more policies that can reduce the carbon footprint. And the greatest risk to our planet is that, no, everyone thinks that someone will change the world, but not me, but not us. And so I used to spend most of the time in meditating and motivating myself, because, you know, in the journey you'll fail a lot of times, but you need to motivate yourself and keep going. And my ideas live forever because I don't give up. I have failed a lot of times, but I didn't give up. There are a lot of hard times, but I didn't give up. So all I need is to say is, like, don't give up, live your dream life, and be more responsible, and be a climate change leader, and let's give a hope to the country.